Save me a seat.
Right. Welcome back to the couch.
Someone save me a seat.
Live here at rock100diz.com. And you know what? AJ's got his shades on, so, you know.
There.
Yeah, I can't be next to the brother without my, Hey, is that better?
There you go.
Hey,
Is that better?
hey.
Oh,
You look like you bought those at a flea market, all right?
Brother, you better read. No,
They look like flea market shades.
Nah, he's a Prada.
Okay.
The real deal.
All right. I'm going to ask Dana.
Yeah. You can ask Dana. Because I was shopping for her, and just like my typical shopping needs, I shop for a person. I end up buying the same thing.
Nice.
Yeah, she got that. What did she get? Anyway, thank you, Dana. Dana did some. Thank you for today. There's something I was going to thank Mom about. You guys remember?
No.
All right, text her, ask her. She's going to be taking. I'm going. Hey, this is before we get back into the serious stuff again. Again, this is Lui Delgado of rock100diz.com. The Couch Live, and we're talking with AJ McLean from the Backstreet Boys, of course, Denise McLean Solis, and producer Capn Chris Hill. And then my kids are sitting off camera, or off on the side, watching us, of course. And yeah, maybe it was this. Dana helped me pick this out, by the way, this book that we gave
Which,
you.
thank you.
Yes, thank you for
Nice
all
little
of
journal.
it.
I'm hoping that the next big hit that Alex has will be written in here. From the
Very,
emotions
very
and
much
thoughts
could be.
and feelings, you know, from this treatment that you're about to go in. Hopefully this buddy right here, you know, spends time with you and inspires you to write some very good stuff that we'll hear in the future. So you're being honest about, all right, yes, I'm drinking. Yes, I know it's a problem, and I'm going to need treatment. I want to tap into that part where you had said something about someone asked a question, and you had answered it about why do you drink, you know, and you were saying what relaxes you. And one of the points on that, and I want to see if you can clarify this, is it relaxes you up until a certain one, right? Because you always hear, you know, one is not enough and 1,000, or one is too many and 1,000 is not enough.
Right.
But when you're using, when you're the user, when you're the addict, when you're the alcoholic, you feel, all right, this time I'm going to have a few. Right. And if I just have a few, all the bad stuff that usually goes along with my drinking is not going to happen.
Right.
Is there a period of time where you felt able to drink a few and it not go bad?
There was a short, very, very short period of time. When I got back into drinking again a little over 3 years ago, I could do 2 or 3 beers a week, or, you know, a glass of wine a week, you know, and it was not anywhere close to bad. But of course, you know, that wasn't enough, and there would always be a new reason or a new excuse to have. Okay, I'm gonna have 6 beers or 12 beers, or shots or whatever, and it did rapidly get worse. It didn't do it gradually, like within the first 3 or 4 months of me drinking again, it went back into shots and shots and shots, and you know, it went back into what it was when it was at its worst, but even worse. As they usually say, when you go out and you've been sober for a decent amount of time, it's 10 times worse. It just is, because you think you've got the tolerance still, and apparently I don't have the tolerance like I used to when I was drinking 10 years ago. Because
it starts declining back down again.
Yeah, I have a lot. It takes a lot less for me to get drunk now.
Did you get checked? Did you have a medical workup recently?
We had to actually get a full physical. Well, I had to get a full physical before my most recent knee surgery.
Oh, that's right.
Blood work, all that, everything had to be done. Which I forgot that I did the first knee surgery I had 5 years ago, but apparently I had to do it then, and I had to do it again this time. And everything, I was clean as a whistle. I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Liver good and all that.
Everything was good. I was
Very
pleasantly surprised. Even my lungs were clear, and I've been smoking for 15 years. So I was like, well, that's just weird, but okay, I'll take it. It's obviously a blessing, but that doesn't mean go out and make it worse and abuse it. But yeah, I was actually pleasantly shocked that everything was okay.
What's the hurdle that tends to get in your way most, man, to make you want to do this recovery thing?
I think, honestly, just me getting in my own way. You know, wanting to, like I said earlier, have an awesome marriage and relationship with my fiance, have a very long career, you know, have a very successful solo career. You know, I have a lot of things to look forward to, you know, on my own, outside of Backstreet Boys. And
grandchildren.
There's that one as well.
Wow, I heard her dropping a hint there.
Wait, what was that, Mom?
Hey, he's got it.
Yes. Don't worry, we'll
take care of
Let
it.
me get married first.
I know. No, I'm not pushing. I'm just saying before I'm in that big burn box, I want to be.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
I guess
some stored away just in
I'll get
case.
right on that.
Give me the 2 questions, Chris.
Okay, the last 2 questions. Let's see. Ali Vega says, what was the reaction your mother had about your addiction?
Ah!
Yeah. Oh my!
Sorry.
OMG.
Yeah. WTF.
What was your reaction, Mom?
Well, I went through all the normal things. I was in denial. I was angry. I was sad. And then eventually, after going out to Tierra Tucson and
Tierra Tucson?
Sierra Tucson. Sorry.
You know Tierra
Yeah.
Tucson.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was okay.
Yeah. Take another sip.
Yeah.
NKOTBSB.
Yeah.
So
Dakota
anyway, when I went out to see you, in 2001 in rehab, I realized that I was doing the wrong things. I was enabling you, and I was being angry, which was creating turmoil within myself. And the first thing they told me was, you've got to take care of yourself, or you can't take care of him. So that's from that point on, I realized that, and I still now, interestingly enough, it's funny because I get angry at fans when they write me on Facebook and say things like, oh, I'm talking to you about what I saw your son do and this and that.
Yeah.
And I answer them the same way every time. I say he's an adult, he makes his own decisions, whether they be right or wrong. I will support him in his sobriety, but I am not going to, first of all, discuss this in an open forum.
Right.
Because this is private family stuff. And number 2, I appreciate your concern, but, I'm not going to discuss it.
Yeah.
So then they get defensive, and
Upset,
it's like, oh,
yeah.
you're in denial.
Right.
And I'm sitting there going, no, trust me. I know if I'm in denial, and I'm not. I understand what's happening, but you're not 12.
Yeah.
I cannot force you to do anything that you don't want to do.
And all those people that are sending my mom those messages on Facebook and my fiance on Twitter, stop it. Stop it. Be nice and just stop. All right, well, yes. Stop it. Just stop. Seriously, I will bell you to death. I will beat you with a bell. Bell.
I will throw my cookie at you.
Yes.
So next question, Chris.
The last question comes from, if I butcher your name, I'm sorry, Naomi Fixmer. Says she always will support you, Alex. You can't imagine the difference you made in her life, keeping her away from drugs and alcohol. I wish you two had someone to look up to and to give you the strength that you need.
Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And it's that's another thing that's awesome about me getting sober again, and fortunately having the life that I have and being blessed with the career that I have, that I can help other people, and that I can, if I help one person get sober from being an example, then I've done my job. Part of recovery is helping another alcoholic, is helping another addict, and in turn helping yourself, and being of service. I've learned that going into the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous is to be of service. And when I went on Oprah with my mom and we talked about it openly, people said that I helped them and that you helped them with what you wrote in your book and everything, and just it's awesome. And if I can help anybody by my experience, then awesome, and just keep your head up, and congratulations, and hopefully you'll stay sober.
All right, and with that, look, I know this is tough. I really know it's tough for you. The concern is, afterwards, after the treatment, what you're going to need to do, because you've been there. You've been in some sort of treatment, and then you went and did your thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that you have some things in plan or some things in your head in regards to what you're going to need to situate.
Right.
And not thinking that just 30 days. I'm sure there's people out there that go, wait a minute, 30 days is not going to do the trick.
Yeah.
You know that, though, and I want you to be able to verbalize that so people
Right.
don't say, well, he doesn't think that 30 days is just going to do it. Right?
No, 30 days, that's the preliminary. That's just the very tip of the iceberg. There is getting a sponsor, working the program, working the steps, doing the things that I didn't do before. I was, in all honesty, I was what they call a dry drunk, and I was lucky to have stayed sober for 6.5 years. I really was. And I knew inevitably, because I wasn't working the program, because I wasn't working the steps, I didn't have a sponsor, I wasn't going to meetings anymore, it was only a matter of time before I fell off the wagon, and in turn I did. This time, things have to be different, you know. And if I have to go to 2 meetings a day for the first 6 months out of treatment, then that's what I have to do. Do the work, and it will work for you. You have to put in the actual effort, though, and that's something that I definitely want to do this time around, because I have been through it before, and I was lucky before. I don't want to be lucky. I want to be, educated, in control, educated, and do it properly. Because I see my friends that have a lot of time under their belt that are still going to meetings, that still work the program, how amazingly happy they are. And it's like, I want that. And I can have that. I just got to do the work.
And that's the thing, is that you actually do believe, Alex, that it's possible, right?
It is, absolutely. Absolutely.
You believe that you deserve it and you can have it all the way.
I do. I absolutely do.
Because you said you had some friends that are going to meetings as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of it.
Without having to say their names, but you said
I've got quite a few friends that have been to treatment that are equally in the same boat as me, that have been to hell and back, and they've got a lot of time under their belt. They go to meetings twice a day, 3 times a day. They go every day, and they'll come over and we'll play Mario, and we'll have Martinelli's, and it's just, I'm trying to really consistently surround myself with those kind of people. I'm trying to ixnay all the negative people. I've already deleted all the bad people out of my phones, and they don't ever call me. I'm the one that calls them when I want to do something stupid. So they don't even have my number. So, doing stuff like that, taking any little bit helps, and I've got a bunch of really good friends back home that my mom's met, that she knows, that my fiance loves, that are in full support, that are good to be around.
Was this cruise the last hurrah?
For
that part of it.
I think honestly,
outwardly that is.
I think honestly, yeah. I mean, I was actually surprised that I didn't go further with it on the cruise than I actually did. I did get drunk the first night. Actually, we all did. Everyone got drunk the first night. But
go ahead, out people again.
Yeah, well,
this outing thing.
I mean,
Okay.
some more than others. Howie. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, I thought I was going to be 10 times worse on this cruise, and I actually was no different than I was when I'm back home. I was actually less than I was back home, and less than I am when I'm here, visiting. So I think for me that my last hurrah already happened. I think now it's just a matter of just weaning down, weaning. So when I go into treatment, I don't have to spend a week in detox and all this stuff. I kind of want to go in clear-headed, because that's how I went to Sierra Tucson. I went in, I was in detox for less than 24 hours, had nothing in my system, and obviously legally they have to put you through detox, but that's kind of where I want to be, is kind of open-minded and clear-headed when I go into treatment this time around. So I don't want to go in high or drunk or hungover, and it's just not pointless to me.
Is there anything you want to tell the people that are watching or listening, that follow you, that help support you, that have kind of given you this fantastic career?
Thank you, sincerely, deeply, honestly. Thank you for the support. Thank you for believing in me. I am human. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I don't preach to be a role model. I know I'm put on that pedestal. A lot of us are in my line of work, but I'm not perfect, but I am goal-oriented. I have this initiative. I've got the drive. I want to be sober. Sobriety does kick ass. It really does. I've been there, so I know, and I want that back again. And again, thank you all, and I love you all, and hopefully you'll support me, the highs and the lows, like you always have. So thank you, and thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And thank you.
Yeah. Denise, you
even though I'll be eating a home-cooked meal tonight, but thank you.
Denise, anything?
Just that I'm in full support of him getting sober, and I look forward to helping him in any way that I can, and he knows that I love him no matter what. His mom, and I love him no matter what, just like his father loves him no matter what. So it's again, you've got to go with the ups and downs. We're not perfect. We have our imperfections like everybody else. He has his. The good part about it is that I will know, when he's there, and I do have faith that he can reach that point and be happy. And that's all I really want for him. I want him to be truly happy. That's all. Real simple. I don't care if he's got. I wouldn't care if he was flipping burgers at McDonald's, or in a stadium filled with 100,000 people. That doesn't matter to me at all.
You're right.
I just want him to be happy with himself.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And Alex, you know, of all the times, I mean, we've kind of since when was the Johnny No Name thing? When was
Oh
that?
my gosh.
That was
it like-
2000. That was 2000, like 99, 2000.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's when I met your mom, and that's when I first spoke to you over the phone, and that's when the first time you were on the show. And it's been a long road, and I think you're very fortunate. You know, of all the people, you know, I sit in that office every day, brother. I sit in that office every day, and some people, they don't get their son back. You know that, Denise. They don't get their son back. They don't get their husband back. They don't get their wife back. And you have an amazing opportunity right now, and I just feel real honored that you come in here and share this, not only with us, but to everybody watching and listening. Again, I say, you know, the questions over and over that I get are, you know, how can this be helped? You know, we care about them. And, you know, it's not like the Jim Morrisons. You mentioned Jim Morrison earlier.
Right.
Those fans, you wanted them intoxicated.
Yeah.
You know, the guy gets sober and they stop buying the albums. You know,
Yeah.
there's so many rock band guys
Yeah.
that I've even had on my couch where they were one-hit wonder kind of people, and the album sales stopped after they got sober. They lost their creativity or whatever. Remember, you were there for my first major interview. Was it Joe Walsh?
Yes.
Joe Walsh from the Eagles, when I interviewed him, and how difficult he said it was that once he got sober, that he didn't even know if he could go out there and perform, you know, sober. And so that image thing is going to take a while.
Yeah.
To kind of figure out, all right, how can I turn this on and off naturally? Because I think you're a natural performer. You draw the eye. You know what I mean? You're just an entertainer. You have that energy about you, and it's probably a nervous energy, and you can deal with that. But it's a great aura that you got about you, and I look forward to all the great things you have to come. And I appreciate you coming here on the phone. I mean, on the couch actually here. You know,
Yes.
I appreciate you here. Rock100DIZ.com. Again, there's your book. Take it with you. Don't forget. There's your cookies that Dana and Dahlia made. Yep,
Noctopus. And
Thanks to
Tierra Susan.
That's right. Oh yeah, say thank you to Dana, because Dana and Dahlia made the cookies. Can you
Thank you for the
Someone.
cookies. Amazing cookies. Thank you,
Someone.
my
wife.
wife.
by myself.
Oh, by yourself? All right, never mind.
Correction.
Say Dana, you didn't help at all.
No, no, no.
I thought you did.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
That's my wife. I love her. I wish she could have been here. See, one of these days you'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, from all of us here on Rock100DIZ.com, I'm about to put him in my Suburban right now. I'll drive to treat myself right now. So I'll see you all. Denise, have a great holiday.
Thank you. You
All right.
too. You and your
Since
family.
I'm going to be in surgery, I just say we just replay this show until the new year. Can we just do that?
Yeah, we can play that.
All right, just make that happen. And
Actually, the YouTube
so I have to come
segments will go up within the hour, hopefully.
But yeah, yours. Mine will take.
Yeah, you'll take a little while off.
But I got you. All right, so thanks to everybody. Happy New Year, happy holidays, happy
Same
New
to
Year,
you.
happy holidays to you. We'll talk some more. Chris, happy New Year, happy holidays. There's your new bell. Ring your new bell. All right, from all of us here on the Couch Live, we love you. Happy holidays to you guys. Thanks for listening. Of course, dlmsuccess.usana.com. Thanks for the sponsorship. Of course, thedopedoctor.com. Starbeam Coaching. Please go to starbeamcoaching.com. And we're going to have to cut a liner. Say something about the Couch Live. You know how to do liners.
Yes. What's up, you guys? This is AJ from the Backstreet Boys on the Couch Live. This is the best show in the world. Stay sober.
All right, from all of us here, adios, amigos. It's time for a taco. Goodbye.
Alright, tacos yesterday.
Yeah, they smelled horrible.
Good
How
job.
could they
You're
smell
good.
horrible?